So we talked about breath, hips, feet, coming up from the feet all the way up to the hips also, and then the back itself. Now, the back itself, the thing is, when we sit so much, you see, my head is down, my shoulders are forward. Forward bends are what activate the parasympathetic system and teach us to surrender. They're very important. But when we're forward bending all day, we're surrendered all day, we have no more life in us to open up our chest and our back to the world, which is what gives us charisma and power to express ourselves. This is the feminine energy of receiving and surrendering. I'm not saying women, I'm saying the feminine energy. And this is the masculine energy of giving. Well, I'm not sure, but yeah, giving, but it's also like receiving, right? It's like giving yourself to the world, you know, like, here I am, the masculine. I can do anything I want and I will do it. I am on a mission and I will do it. You see? And this is the thing, open body, open mind, but also the way my body works. If my shoulders are forward and my upper back is forward and my neck is forward, I'm already gonna have bad posture. I'm also not gonna have confidence. So it goes together, the mind and the body. That's all I was saying with that before. So we have to learn to open it. We do chest opening, shoulder opening, and upper back opening and lower back opening. So for chest openers, you can go against the wall, put your hand against the wall and lean against it. You see, like, you know, like imagine my hand is against the wall and I lean against it and I'm opening my shoulder. You could also do it on the ground, where you come on the ground, and I didn't mean, pause. You put your arm on the ground, your, let's say, right arm 90 degrees. I look to my left arm here. I lift my left leg to the air and I bring it over. And then with the help of this arm, I push a little so that my right chest and shoulder is opening. And I could also have it straight, whatever's comfortable for me. This is a very good chest opener and shoulder opener, and it's also teaching my body to be backwards like this. So chest opening, stretching, and then also upper back strengthening. So we have to teach the upper back to strengthen against gravity, because it's always forward against gravity. So we have to teach it to open. So good thing I'm already on my stomach for these exercises, for posture and strengthening of the upper back and upper neck. So we bring our neck up and we do the opposite of what we're doing all the time when we're sitting. See, my chin is tucked in. I'm pushing against gravity. See how freaking strong my upper back and lower back and neck is. You want to be able to come up here against gravity. And then you also have these, bring your shoulders above, you go down, you could go like this, you can do one leg, one arm. This is also, you're also engaging your glutes here, you're also lifting your shoulders. These are so many good exercises that'll strengthen your posture. You can come into 90 degrees and just feel this, how this is working on your posture and all the muscles you never work. And these exercises also really help me with back pain, because here you're strengthening your back muscles, but in a very natural way. It's not just deadlifting. Deadlifting is important. We'll get into that soon. I have so many exercises. I don't know if I should put them all in this one video. Like, I just want to talk about the important stuff. So this is very important for back pain. Also these, you play with them. And then you also have stretches itself that'll open more space. So like the shoulder one, and the chest one against the wall. And then you also have cobra, which you put your arms under your shoulders and you come up, and it's an active and passive stretch, because we're kind of passive but kind of active also. And we're looking forward or up, and our stomach is on the ground. You see it? And this is very good because we're strengthening our lower back. We're stretching our lower back and strengthening our upper back, and stretching and strengthening all of them at the same time. So that's a very good one for upper body posture fixes, those exercises on the ground. And then comes teaching the body to bend forward and bend backwards. and side bends, holding in these poses, breathing. You can do them standing also. I'll stand soon. In a second, I'm gonna go stand and just show a bunch of exercises so you can see and kind of like copy them. But always, whenever you see exercises on the internet, especially people who have already done lots of body work, these things take lots of time. So it's not about doing the exercise today, the one that you see online. It's about doing the smallest variation and the least amount, like the smallest variation that causes no pain, so that you can progress and slowly, day by day, every other day, with years, you can eventually reach cool things like this one. I can't even do it that well. I really can't do it that well. But I'm like so much better than I used to be, and I used to have horrible knee pain, and now I can do that. So it's about building things slowly and day by day. Now, let's show a few exercises for spinal health itself and spinal strengthening that isn't just deadlifting, because in deadlifting we're teaching the spine stabilizers to come down and come up with a straight back, so they become very strong. But you are not teaching our spine to move in all of its angles and lift naturally, because lifting naturally isn't just straight like this. Lifting naturally is like whoop. We're using our rotational muscles, we're using everything. So let's do a few exercises that you can see where I call this live lift, okay? We're lifting and using our spine in all of its angles. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. This is crazy. I'm yelling in the park like a freaking crazy person. Now, I lift up, I drop down. When I come from one side, I lift up into a side bend, and then I open up to the sky and twist. I'm gonna fall, a side bend, fall, twist, other side. I'll show you from this angle, into the other side, bending forward, come to the side, lifting up, side bend, opening up to the sky, and twist. I'm actively twisting here. And then fall, side bend, forward bend, twist. You can add also a back bend here. You go here. I'll show you from this angle. Side bend, open up, twist, arm back, back bend, twist, side bend, forward, side, twist, back, side, forward, twist. How am I? Oh, wait. I keep doing the same side. And then here, open, back bend. And also getting specific back bends. Like in this exercise, it's a good back bend, but maybe it's hard to get into to feel the back bend. I would recommend starting off with just standing with your feet slightly spread out and slightly bending your knees. You look up, opening your shoulders back and chest open, and breathing like this with your neck falling back. And if this is all I can do, even I do as much as I can. With these things, when we're working with pain, we do as much as we can pain-free, and slowly with time we build up. And eventually you can put your hands back here or down like this, however's comfortable. For me it's like this. Feet spread out, engage my glutes, and starting slowly, and eventually I can come all the way down to here. And I can breathe here and talk, because my back is healthy. Because healthy backs should be able to do this. Ugh. So bend forward, back, side, and twist. And that's getting all the back motions. It's a whole awesome flow where we get in all the back movements, because we're doing forward, side, twist, and back. And we're teaching the body to lift itself up. In a side bend, we're like also lifting like this, which is healthy for the spine, to lift not super heavy weight, but we're lifting it like this. But we're doing it even from the side. We're coming up, and we're doing the other side. We're coming up. This is a healthy back. A healthy back is a back that can lift in any angle that it will have to lift in life, because it's not just gonna do deadlifts. Always breathing through the stomach. We have to learn to breathe. There's also another really good exercise which I like doing for upper back and neck also. I'll just show it just as a prize for everyone who's watching all the way until here. If you're still with me, man, that's freaking amazing, because wow, I've been here for a while. Thank you. And thank yourself also for learning all of this stuff if you haven't learned this ever. This one's nice. You do this. Other side. I just showed what the idea is, that we're working against gravity also in this bend. And we're opening up our body to the sky. And we're doing the opposite of sitting, we're doing the opposite. So to fix your body, you want to know what you do all the time and why it's working a certain way, and then do the opposite. So that's why sitting, we do the opposite. And also the hip flexor. For that one, I would recommend also like warming up your neck, doing some gentle neck movements before, neck rotations, and then you do the whole roll thing, which is a really nice exercise. Try it out, it's very nice. That's a whole repertoire of like stuff that I love doing that help me have a healthy spine. The first exercises are the stuff that I used to do because I used to have to fix my body. And then also side plank. Plank itself is very good, and also side plank for like this. And then you do rotationals. Rotations is very good core exercise for training your rotational strength and your obliques, the sides of your abs. You like, if we want to talk about spine weakness, it's just think of like creating a muscle thing next to the spine. Like this is the spine. You want to just create muscles that are keeping it stable but also flexible and stable and strong muscles next to the spine. So you want to work in all the angles. All the angles should be strong, flexible, and stable. So